Alright, here we go with video 2. In video 1 we talked about the particulars of what happened behind my life event and the heart attack. And so that gets us to, I came home on the Monday of Memorial Day, and the only time I got emotional through this journey was when I pulled up home, when I had actually gotten home. The realization of what was behind the doors of this special place and what it meant to me. So we talked about the relationship with my kids. So that leads to the journey. Where are we headed? Well, my son and I were hanging out on the couch watching American Ninja Warrior after I had been home. And he looked at me because there's a lot of compelling stories, a lot of triumph and things that people have overcome on there physically and worked hard to do. And so he asked me, "Dad, do you think you could ever do that?" And I told him, if I ever got to the health where I felt like I could, I would put in an application to do it if the doctors gave me the go-ahead. But I needed the doctors to give me that go-ahead. So, it's been 8.5 months. What does that mean? Well, that means in this case, I left the hospital at 208 pounds as a 5'6" man. And I was not in shape, the shape I should be. Now, my event was caused by heavy stress. And that's had to be reduced, and the doctors have constantly reminded me of that. But that being said, there could also be physical changes. So for me, being at 208 pounds, I had to make changes, and I cut out all red meats, fried foods. I cut my sodium down to 36 milligrams, no, 2,400 milligrams of sodium and 36 grams of sugar. So regular Coke, that was difficult. Getting rid of regular Coke was one of the biggest challenges I had. I found myself almost crying in the aisle of the grocery store when I had to make that decision. So, as of today, I'm at the point where I am now 172 pounds. It's been 8.5 months, and I document everything I eat, and I'm very careful about what I eat. And I saw the doctor on February 10th. My doctor came in, he smiled at me, the biggest smile I've seen. He laughed the whole time and asked me, "What have you done? Like, this just doesn't happen. This is not the norm." So I shared with him my diet. I shared with him that I'm exercising. I use my Fitbit to track everything all the time, which was one of the greatest Christmas presents I could have ever gotten. Just know that. Fitbit all the way. So that being said, we've climbed a lot of hurdles in the meantime. We've cleared a lot of obstacles. And the doctor told me, he goes, "You make being a doctor easy," which is high praise, and I don't take that lightly. He gave me his blessing to start running and training for 5Ks and lifting and doing everything I need to do. So me and my friends and my family, my group of supporting cast, we're starting to train for American Ninja Warrior. And in December, that application's going in. So I'm asking you to follow along with this journey, but I'm asking that you share your stories, because I love to hear your encouragement and what you've overcome. So email me at day105262016 and I'm going to pick a story once a week and share that story of encouragement with the group as we go through this. And until we get there, push hard, live with all heart in all you do. And please send me your stories, and thank you for following my journey. It's going to be an awesome journey.